panacea, pancakes, I don't know. SCP-500 or 500 must be stored in a cool and dry place away from bright light. SCP-500 is only allowed to be accessed by personnel with level 4 security clearance to prevent misapplication. That is a thing that happens in the SCP Foundation, doesn't it? Like, some people just decide, like, well, I can just use this for my own personal gains, and I'm just like, have you not looked around you? Have you not looked at all the things that can cause major damage to people? Why would you ever? I mean, some you can actually use for good. You can actually use some stuff for good. But in general, I would never. If I were in the SCP Foundation and I see something that would benefit me, I'd be like, no, nah. There's 6,000 things here that can kill me just if I use it wrong. Why would I want to risk doing this with this one? Okay, but here we go. Description: SCP-500 is a smell. Yeah, it's a small plastic can which, at the time of writing, contains 47 red or the blue pill. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take a sip just to. Ice cold, nice. Ice cold G Fuel. One pill, when taken orally, effectively cures the subject of all diseases within 2 hours. Exact time depending on the severity and the amount. Let me just increase this a little bit on my OBS. Sorry. Cures and subject. Exact time depending on the severity and amount of the subject's conditions. Despite extensive trials, all attempts at synthesizing more of what is thought to be active ingredient of the pills have been unsuccessful. Note from Dr. Klein: SCP personnel below level 3 are now banned from handling SCP-500. This is not to be used to cure a hangover. Get AIDS and then ask permission. That is so cruel. Like, I understand. Like, don't just. There's only 47 of them, and don't just use it for a hangover. They need to use it for tests, right? But to say to your own crew, like, hey, if you want to use it, then get AIDS first, okay? Okay, here we go. Here are some SCPs that. Oh god, I have to actually go back for some of those just to like memorize remember what they were. Request 500-1774-K. Dr. 50-0022F has requested one SCP-500 pill for testing with SCP-038, which, let's see what that one was again. Man. 038 was the everything tree. I think I recall that a little bit. Do I have it saved here? I actually have used a website that just gives you like a paragraph re-explanation of, there we go, of SCPs that if you don't remember them, you can actually look here. It's a tree that can clone anything that touches its bark. The maximum weight that clone item can weigh is 200 pounds. The items cloned by SCP grow and mature in minutes. SCP can clone SCP-5. Aha! But I'm pretty sure that would actually have been said here, right? Request has been approved. Okay, and I think that actually, if you go here, it doesn't actually say anything about SCP-500, but this one explains that it can. But they only work 30% of the time. We also try to clone. Does it say that anywhere down here by any chance? Sorry, that's the wrong one. Not really. Well, it has been approved though. Oh no, it does say an addendum. Never mind. Okay, let's go on. Request 500-1862-B. The Dr. Gears has requested one SCP-500 pill for testing in SCP-914. Request has been approved. We don't know what that one is, but we do know that one. So, that one has been actually denied. Okay, sorry if I don't read the sentence out, but it's similar. It's the same sentence except 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, F, and then blank, Dr. Blank, and request denied. 2, 5, 3 is the cancer play. Yeah. Interesting that it has been denied for that one. And then we have Dr. Gibbons has 5667E has requested 2. Oh, not 1, 2 pills of SCP-500 for his personal medkit. Request denied. Yeah, man, you can't just keep that for yourself. Oh, here we have some addendums though. 2 pills have been authorized for use with SCP-008, which I believe is the zombie plague. Yep. That's one of the very first ones. As a result of conducting a series of tests on Class D subjects infected with SCP-008, it appears that even in the most advanced stages of the disease, 1 whole pill will accomplish full recovery. Number of pills is 57 at the time of writing. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me just do this because I lean back like that, so not to make me go out of frame. That is good. Okay. So you have, but here's the problem. Of course, you need to have. If the zombie plague has spread amongst a lot of people, then the amount of pills might not be enough. But you can use the clone tree. But the problem is, even if the clone tree clones the pills, it only works 30% of the time, which is not a lot. Out of the 10 pills, 3 of them will work. Which, to be fair, I don't think there's anything wrong with ODing on these pills, unless there is something wrong about that. But if you just create a batch of 10 pills and just shove all of them in one of those patients' mouth, at the end, like it cures you. It doesn't say like if you OD on it, you just die. Like, you know, like you can just have a monster pill ready, filled with those things. Okay, here we go. Addendum 5, Addendum 2. 1 pill has been authorized to use with SCP-409. Sorry if I have to like backtrack a lot of times. Like, it's very hard to memorize it. After reading like 500 of these fuckers, it's so hard to memorize which one is which again. The contagious crystal. Yes. Okay, of course. SCP-500 was tested on subject 409D5, who was exposed to the effects of SCP-409. Complete recovery accomplished. See addendum 409 1. Number of pills is 56 at the time of writing. Okay, man, this is great. I can see why. I mean, again, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't use any SCP for my personal gain, but I can see why people do want to. If it heals all this stuff, damn. Can you imagine like mass producing this and giving to, like, if the SCP Foundation was involved with the modern society and society in general, can you imagine mass producing these and then giving them to hospitals? People would not die of disease anymore. I mean, of course, again, only 30% of those would work. But like, if that was allowed in the SCP Foundation world, I can totally see that this would be something for great cause. But also the problem is, of course, that I'm not sure how it would be used in evil ways, but I'm pretty sure it can. Especially with how governments work. Some governments can just be like, yeah, we just go pay a shit ton of money that you don't give it to anybody who doesn't earn a certain amount of money. You know, like just healthcare is already such an issue in our world. Like not in Switzerland though, but like in general, like overall, like healthcare is different in every country, or some are similar enough that it still works, but I'm speaking like in American healthcare, for example. This shit would be like privatized. It was just the rich people would just keep it to themselves. Be like, no, we need this, and doctors would probably protest, but they can't do shit. Like some of them, not all of them. Addendum 4. Request 500 SCP-0-1774-K approved. 5 pills have been used to experiment in experimentation with SCP-038. It has been determined that SCP-038 is capable of duplicating SCP-500. However, the success of the duplicated pills is limited. The duplicated pills are only effective in curing the subjects 30% of the time, with chance of successful healing dropping as time since clone increased. In 60% of the cases where the infection is permanent, symptoms of infection remain, though further infestation is neutralized. That's a shame. Okay, I take back everything. Repeated dosing with SCP-038 clone pills is recommended for all personnel suffering from incurable condition, as supply of SCP-500 remains extremely limited. All 5 used samples of SCP-500 were returned. Number of pills is 56 at the time of writing. That is a shame that it doesn't work the same amount. I mean, it makes sense why, but still a shame in my opinion. Addendum 5. During experiments with SCP-038, 1 pill was stolen by personnel D blank to reportedly cure a hangover. Stricter controls for samples of SCP-500 given to other projects is suggested. Personnel D blank has been terminated. Number of pills is 55 at the time of writing. Of course he got terminated. He fucking used a pill. This is medical gold, basically. And he just like, I'm just going to use it to cure hang. Just wait. Just drink water and wait a couple hours, my man. Addendum 6. 1 pill has been used with SCP-231-4. Number of pills is 231. That's, which one is that again? Special personnel requirement. I forgot. You know what? I'm going to look it up here. Honestly, it's probably smaller to just look it up here to begin with instead of like going through the whole thing here. Okay. 7 girls were rescued from the 6 have died and only one is described. Despite the description being heavily redacted, it can be implied that every time one of the girls gives birth or dies, an increasing worse event will occur. Yeah, since it's the last one alive. But here it says -4. And then, so yeah, that must have been before they died, I guess. And then we have on 1 pill has been used for experiment 447A. That's 447 fossil C. Well, that's an issue. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this older? I guess. Interesting. Ball of green slime. I remember it. Here it is. But I don't think I remember the experiment. Well, okay, number of pills is 53 at the time of writing. And then the pill has been used with 208. Number of pills is 50. 208. That one was Bess. Yeah, that heals people. He also repels naturally malicious people. Yep. Why would you use it on him? Feels like would be a waste since he heals people already. Request 500-1862-B approved. 1 pill of SCP-500 is placed within SCP-914 with the setting at fine. Resulting object classified as SCP-427. Number of pills is okay. So they created an SCP with this combination, the Lovecraftian Locket. That's what it was. Okay. 5 pills have been taken for the Olympia project, although only 2 were used. The remaining 3 will be returned shortly. Upon return, number of pills will be 49. 2 pills have been used for experiment 217-blank. Number of pills is 47 at the time of writing. And addendum 12, request to have SCP-500 investigate for mental compulsion leading to obsessive fixation, denied for triviality. Okay, and there we go. That's SCP-500. Incredible. I wonder how many they had at the very beginning. Like, it says here, by the time of writing, in the addendum here, they used 2 pills and they had 57 left. So we know that for a fact they had 59. So, but I still wonder how many they had before. Like, and also how, like, if maybe somebody else ate them beforehand. Not only that, but this is actually a really good one for me to write down for the SCP series. I'm not sure, like, if I can do it anytime soon, but it will be a fun one to do. It will be like, so the whole idea for the series would be like, it would be like a very short video series, like 5 to 10 minutes each episode.